Well, good morning. I'm Jagender Rana. So the topic for discussion is today is cyber insurance is a rapidly expanding segment. Cyber insurance is a rapidly expanding segment. The threat of cyber attack is nothing new. But ransomware is proving far more effective at generating revenue than ever before. This has pushed businesses to seek insurance for some protection from the large ransom. As demand for cyber insurance has surged to unprecedented levels, the market has become highly volatile. Premiums are increasing. There are some stringent rules about what is and is not covered, and minimum standards have been introduced for businesses that want to be insured. While this might initially seem like bad news for businesses, many should ultimately see these as positive developments. The rise in standards and clearer guidelines can lead to better prepared businesses and potentially fewer successful attacks. However, this growth has made countries, including India, attractive targets for cyber criminals and hackers, leading to a rise in cyber attacks. Consequently, businesses are increasingly turning to cyber insurance to mitigate the substantial financial impacts of these attacks, driving the rapid growth of the cyber insurance market in India. Sectors such as IT, pharma, and manufacturing that makes a considerable contribution to India's economic growth and development are heavily involved in digitization, compelling them to be the early adopters of cyber insurance. So, cyber insurance is a rapidly expanding segment within India's insurance industry. According to a recent report, the domestic cyber insurance market is currently valued at a modest $50 to 60 million, but is poised for significant growth. The sector has demonstrated a robust CAGR of 27 to 30% over the past 3 years, and this upward trajectory is expected to continue in the coming years. So, with the rapid digitization across sectors like finance, banking, healthcare, IT, pharma, e-commerce, manufacturing, and the ones integrated with holistic economic sectors like retail, supply chain, there will be an increased need for cyber insurance in the country in the years to come. With these sectors becoming the early adopters of cyber insurance, there will be more sectors in the coming years which will opt for cyber insurance for the protection of their data. The vulnerability of the healthcare sector to cyber attacks was starkly highlighted in 2023 when AIIMS Delhi suffered a cyber attack that resulted in severe downtime and disruptions to essential health services. This incident highlighted the critical need for robust cybersecurity measures to safeguard sensitive patient data. The potential compromise of patient information during the attack emphasized the severe consequences of such breaches. So in India, the trajectory of cyber insurance market will be shaped by 3 key factors: accelerated pace of digital adoption by businesses, government push towards digitalization, and a stricter cyber law. And the increasing competitive landscape as technology giants and multinational corporations enter the market. So it is thus important for companies today to understand the basic advantages of cyber insurance. Primarily, it covers first-party losses resulting from data breaches, including data destruction, hacking, extortion, and theft. Additionally, policies often include coverage for legal expenses incurred in the aftermath of a cyber incident. While specific coverages can vary between providers and plans, core areas typically protected by cyber insurance include customer notification cost. So, in the event of a data breach involving the loss or theft of personally identifiable information, companies are legally obliged to inform affected customers. This process can be costly and time consuming. So, cyber insurance policies often include coverage to help businesses offset the expenses associated with customers' notifications. Ransomware attacks, where cyber criminals encrypt an organization's data and demand a ransom for its release, are a significant threat. Cyber insurance policies can provide financial protection to cover ransom payments. However, it is important to note that government agencies often advise against paying ransom as it can incentivize further cyber criminal activity. And ensuring legal support. So, cyber insurance policies often include coverage for legal expenses incurred due to privacy policy violations or regulatory breaches following a cyber attack. Additionally, these policies can help fund the hiring of cybersecurity experts or computer forensic specialists to investigate the incident, recover compromised data, and implement measures to prevent future attacks. And identity restoration. Cyber insurance policies often provide coverage for identity restoration services. This benefit helps organizations assist affected customers in rebuilding their personal identities after a data breach. So, data recovery is often covered by cyber liability insurance policies, providing financial protection for businesses to restore data compromised in a cyber attack. It also covers the cost associated with repairing computer system damaged in a cyber attack. So, with the world moving towards data and technology, and our identities becoming synonymous with our mobile numbers, cyber protection is the next help for all individuals as well as companies. There will come a time when countries need to be protected against cyber terrorism, and insurance will play a supreme role. So, with more and more use of data, the risk of cyber attacks against applications, devices, networks, and users are growing significantly, impacting businesses from losing customers to the loss of reputation and revenues. But it is high time for companies to understand that cyber insurance is not an expense anymore. It is a strategic investment. The dynamic cyber insurance industry and its vast expenses of coverage has been designed to meet the increase in cyber crime today. And businesses must see the proper coverage of cyber insurance is critical. So the technology is advancing at an unprecedented rate, yielding benefits across various sectors. However, this rapid progress underscores the growing importance of cybersecurity, with an increasing number of vulnerabilities coming to light. Micro, small, and medium enterprises are vital, often serving as the backbone of emerging economies, as they help in fostering economic growth. and stability and empowering women. So this serves as a source of income for millions of families engaged in small businesses, particularly in developing nations. However, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, numerous MSMEs during the transition to online operations were rendered vulnerable to cyber attacks. The emergence of rapidly evolving technologies and increased reliance on digital platforms have heightened the risk of cybercrime in the MSME sector. So, given their significance to a nation's economy, it is imperative to safeguard the MSMEs. In this context, cyber insurance can serve as a support system for MSMEs. So, cyber insurance, often referred to as cyber liability insurance, and this has emerged as a potential safeguard for businesses to mitigate the risks posed by cyber attacks. It aims to protect businesses from financial losses incurred due to cyber threats and data breaches. So beyond financial compensation, cyber insurance also encompasses risk management. It provides businesses with resources and support to enhance their cybersecurity measures. The awareness of cyber insurance is crucial for the burgeoning businesses in our country, yet many MSMEs remain unaware of its significance. The primary threat remains the same, particularly in India, as businesses increasingly rely on the internet, exposing themselves to cyber threats. But this underscores the need for the development of the robust security measures, including proactive threat hunting, which refers to continuously monitoring threats and managing information. Managing information technology risk by establishing government structure that increase cybersecurity maturity. So the Ministry of MSMEs has taken a few steps in this direction. It has initiated a scheme providing technology and quality accreditation support to MSMEs and create linked capital subsidy for technology accreditation. However, these schemes do not guarantee the cyber insurance market for the cyber threats faced by small businesses in India. See a case for cyber insurance. India has experienced a substantial surge in cybercrime, with reported incidents skyrocketing by 121% from 26 to 18, placing India as the second most cybercrime affected country worldwide. Additionally, the transition to digital operations following the COVID-19 pandemic has exposed MSMEs to fresh challenges. So these include a lack of awareness regarding cyber threats and inadequate technology support. The recent ransomware attacks on Haldiram, a major Indian FMCG, exemplifies the vulnerability of MSMEs to cyber threats. So the attack targeted the company's servers with hackers demanding a ransom of INR 7,50,000. This incident underscores the importance of robust cyber insurance policies for MSMEs. Cyber insurance could thus provide coverage for both first-party and third-party liabilities resulting from cybersecurity breaches, such as data breaches, cyber attacks, business disruptions, and incidents involving electronic media. However, the specifics of these policies can vary based on industry-specific needs. So there are four main types of cyber insurance coverages in India, which include encompassing direct financial losses related to business interruptions, the regulatory investigation coverage for the legal fees involving the general data protection regulations compliance, Additionally, the insurance include crisis management expenses along with privacy and data liability claim from damages directly arising from an error on the company's side. So these coverages involves various measures taken during a crisis, coordinating with the service provider of the insurance company. The types of cyber insurance coverage includes first party expenses coverage. This covers financial losses, business interruption cost, recovery expenses, and other related costs. Then regulatory investigation coverage. This reimburses legal fees for lawyers involved in the case. And then crisis management expenses. These cover security consultation, credit and identity theft, monitoring ransomware and cyber stalking. And the last one is third party legal liability coverage. This coverage includes privacy and data liability claims. So despite the critical role of cyber insurance in mitigating cyber threats, many MSMEs in India have yet to invest in it. So, since cyber insurance companies are new entrants in the field and mostly operate from the private sector, many MSMEs struggle to confide their trust in investing in this sector. So in this regard, the organizations and individuals to adopt and implement cyber insurance, the Ministry of MSMEs must advance its policies, characteristics, and the scope regarding insurance coverage that will contribute to the gap of understanding among buyers of the insurance and sellers by evaluating the level of risk, protecting against the ever-changing threats that accompany the advancement and evolution of technology worldwide. Thank you very much.